So before I get into this video, I want to say a few things. First off, as you will inevitably tell, it has been a very long time since the last episode from the AfterLife Season 5 server. And then following clips were recorded back in July-ish of 2022. At least a lot of them were. And it's currently January of 2023 when I'm recording this one. So needless to say, it's been a long time. So please excuse the fact that most of the information you're going to be getting is outdated. However, I did feel like the information that I relayed in the following clips was still important to get out to you all, and it will just be in this episode. So anything here on out will be more current, and I think that may help in today's episode. So that's number one. Number two, you'll notice that my armor is a little bit different, and hopefully we'll get into that in this episode as well. But all of the roleplay, dark side, light side stuff that you guys may have seen in other people's channels has now concluded. I will try to include a few of those clips, but I also think that some of the footage that I had initially may also, I don't know if I lost it or if it's in a different video. I can't quite remember at this point because, like I said, it's been quite a bit of time, but may not be in this video. Like I said, though, I do think everything in this episode I still want to post. So with those disclaimers out of the way, a lot of cool stuff to recap in today's episode. Today is going to be a bit of a recap, and hopefully we can do some more new stuff in the future episodes. So without much further ado, let's get right into it. Hey, what's going on, everybody on YouTube? How's everybody doing? I'm doing just fine, doing awesome actually. So today, welcome back to another episode on the AfterLife server. You enjoy my little blonde skunk impression here? Yeah, me too. I like it quite a bit. I actually have on this head, I think Skunk died somewhere, probably when we fell down from the Ravager. Hugh has a Ravager up there named Joe, I believe, for some fun Ravager launching. It's actually a pretty cool mechanic if you guys have never tried it out. We were doing some of that. I think I got a head from there. Anyways, I've been using this head for some building inspiration because if you guys remember in the previous episode, we were working on this over here, which is my spawn house, which you'll kind of see here. I think Skunk, maybe a few others have been doing some work on the pathways around here. So looking pretty good, Skunk's got some custom trees over here as well. He's got this little frog area over there. Looks pretty good. A lot of cool builds popping up here in spawn. I highly recommend you all check out the other episodes that the other After members are putting out to see how all these are getting built. But yeah, like I said in the previous episode, we were working on this house. Looks pretty good, I must say. And since then, I've added a few more additions to it. But before we get to that, I want to jump into something that I did more recently, and that was at the AfterLife Streamathon. So more recently, actually probably a few weeks to a month ago, so not that recent when this episode is coming out, but we went ahead. I was the first streamer of the first AfterLife Streamathon for Season 5, and we went ahead and we built ourselves what is called a community barrel. So essentially, it's based off the community chest idea. If you guys were here in previous seasons, you'll know there was a community chest, and it was essentially just a hub for all kinds of resources that anybody from the server just could just put resources in there. They were free to put in, free to use. If someone had just joined the server, they could go there and see if there's anything interesting in it. And I went ahead and built a similar building, but called it the community barrel. So the walls are actually made out of barrels, which I think is pretty cool. Oh yeah, and there's also a barrel, like a barrel that I kind of made at the very top. The build itself, I wanted to use some of the more recent blocks. So outside of the barrels, we have ourselves some deep slate. We have netherrack and the mangrove woods as well. The netherrack mangrove combo I got from Skunk as well. Like I said, harnessing my inner blonde skunk, and I think it looks pretty good. So since we're here, the community barrel, come one, come all. Let's step inside, and you can see the interior here. So like I said, all the walls are filled with barrels. Some people have been coming in here and putting in some different materials and some different labels for some of the barrels. I think Ash has been doing some of this, some others maybe as well. So as they're getting different things, different stones, whatever it might be, just throwing them into some of these community barrel things so that anyone can use them. Got some extra storage barrels down here, some anvils, a little crafting table right there as well. And if you crouch up here, you're able to get into the top here where we have some extra barrels. Probably won't get used that often. I assume that the first floor will get used the most, but it's here if anyone needs extra storage. So yeah, this is what the top floor looks like. I think the build turned out pretty well. Like I said, I did it on a streamathon. I initially intended on doing all the building in an episode. You guys will have already seen, hopefully, the replay mod footage I caught of it, but I think it turned out pretty well. There wasn't really anything else up on this hill, and this is kind of like a community area right here. On the other side over there is the commercial district. On this side is the residential. You'll see some buildings and some different crops and whatnot popping up here and there to fill the space. So overall, I think it's turning out pretty well. You also see over here on the other side of the little, I guess, castle gate kind of thing here, you'll see some shops that are popping up here. I believe maybe Justin and Puff with this one, I believe, is an iron shop, which is pretty cool. But trying to get a lot more diamonds, mining for some of those, because if I can figure out how to get inside here. I think the door is right here. If we head inside, you can get an iron subscription for the entire season, lifetime, well, I guess season access for the iron that's in here for 64 diamonds. A one-time purchase of 64 diamonds. So yeah, needless to say, I definitely need to get those diamonds so I can have unlimited access to iron, which would be super cool to have. Also over here, we have Sweeney's, which is like a barbershop place. I believe Artorvian built this. Comments, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, but it's a pretty cool build so far. I really like some of the interiors. This rug design I saw with the coral here, and I guess, what is that, light gray wool? I really like this idea right here. So there's some different rooms like this as well. I think that this build turned out pretty well. Anyways, that is not all I have done since the previous episode. I've done a little bit of more stuff over at the house over here, over at the spawn house. And I want to go ahead, hop on over there, and I want to show you what I've done. So essentially, we hop on inside here. You'll see some small changes that have happened here. Skunk actually gave me some of these, what are these called? The glow lichen, I believe, to put on top of the frog lights here, which I think looks pretty cool. But I need more storage. As you can tell, I've removed all the storage here. And we definitely need more storage in general, because this is just really isn't enough. So down here, I went ahead and built a whole another layer of storage. So all kinds more barrels. I don't know how many there are. This is what a 5x3, so 15, 30, 60 plus 24, 84 plus another 15 is 99, if I did that calculation correctly. Yeah, this is a lot more storage for us, and I've started to put a lot of my more bulk storage items. So the way that the storage is going to work is that the very top here is going to be the actual sign that is labeling the column, and then the column is going to be full of all these kind of things. So this will be all mangrove, this will be all acacia, so on and so forth. All the woods are on this side. They've got deep slate stuff over here, cobble and stone over here, and along some of these, if there isn't an extra column, I'm going to put some of the more individualized blocks, the sort of variations of what's already in the section. So stuff like smooth stone and mossy cobble over here. Over here we could put deep slate bricks and polished deep slate and things like that. I'm putting dirt and grass down here as well. We could even expand this even further down if we really wanted to, but I'll leave that, I think, for a future moment. I don't think we really need that just yet. Oh, and before I forget, 1 second, was it this way? It is this way. We hopped down in here. I was doing some caving in terms of I was lighting up some areas. I found this cave when I was digging out this area, so I was lighting up some area, and I walked around this way. I walked around this corner, and lo and behold, there's some cobblestone here. We have ourselves a zombie spawner. So it might be cool to have our own little zombie spawner. Maybe even make, I don't know, a farm out of it for something. I don't really know. You guys can leave me some comments down below and let me know what you think I should be doing with this. But I thought it was a pretty cool find. I accidentally stumbled upon this, and I think it'll be pretty cool to maybe make some use of that. But yeah, overall, I would say I'm pretty happy with how this spawn house has turned out, and I've been slowly adding things as I go. If we go up to the very top up here as well, similar to this carpet down here, we added some more carpeting in here to sort of break up the floor as well. So still some small details I want to add, but coming along pretty nicely. And of course, these are the 32 diamonds that I've been mining. I'm trying to save up for that iron subscription, so lots of diamond mining to be had very, very soon. But there is one final thing I wanted to showcase in today's episode, and it's a bit of a precursor to something that's coming very, very soon. I was woken up early one morning, late one night, I can't remember. I was sleeping in that bed behind me, and I heard a knock at my door.
Why? Hello?
What? Huh?
Hello?
Hello?
Ding
what
dong.
is that noise? I'll be there in just a minute.
Hold
Hold Hold on.
I need you,
just
White.
a minute.
Were you sleeping?
I was getting my beauty rest, Skunk.
Oh, you do look really beautiful.
Aw, thank you.
You do look good.
So
You know what's not beautiful, though?
What's that?
That. Do you see that over there?
You mean the llamas?
Not the llamas. Look behind you.
The
ugliness of and darkness of this tree.
Oh, that tree. The eyeballs, they are quite
Kinda
disgusting.
creepy.
Yeah, a little creepy.
It's not good.
Okay.
It's not good. This is not a good thing. There are things spreading around this server. Follow me. Follow me for a second. The
What?
darkness is creeping around on this server.
In what ways?
Well, it's all because of KB. He's trying to make an elaborate plan to create darkness throughout the whole server and convert other AfterLife members to his dark ways.
Oh, wow.
He had me build that.
That
That is a eyeball flower.
Oh.
An
Yeah.
eyeball flower.
That is kind of creepy.
But there's only one way we can fight back against this.
How's that?
Well, let me show you. I've been
Oh.
gifted the powers of the light from Joe,
Who's Joe?
the Ravager.
Oh, the Ravager that's up there. Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah. So, I'm taking this as a sign that I need to form a team.
Okay.
A team of the light to fight back against the darkness. And I was wondering if you'd be interested in joining me.
So normally I don't like going against KB. KB has been a dear friend in the past, but
Oh boy.
just based on what I've seen here and some of the creepiness, I think he does need to be stopped. So I'm in.
All right. Well, with that, here's your token of the light.
Token of the light.
Hold on to this, and you'll forever be a member of the light.
Do I need to
Well,
keep it?
till
Do I need to keep it in a safe place, or how do I?
You need to keep it in your inventory
At all times?
at all times.
All right.
This is a sign that you're dedicated to the light, and you're not going to convert the darkness.
Okay. Can do.
All right. Well, I need to go recruit more members, but I'll be in touch with you.
All right. Good luck. So yes, needless to say, there's gonna be, I wouldn't quite say a war, but definitely a strong debate coming soon between a light side and a dark side. And I think by now, given what I said in the introduction, you already know that the dark and light stuff is already over. So there was lots of stuff that was in store, but that has come and gone. I highly recommend checking out all of the other people who were involved in that. People like Blonde Skunk, KB, all kinds of cool people. Check out all the AfterLife members' channels and all their perspectives on that. I was involved, but like I said, that was a bit ago now, and I don't know if I have the footage anymore. So either way, I think that's... before I go, before the last thing for today's episode, I did actually go ahead, you know those diamonds I was saving up for the iron subscription? Well, I realized I really needed them for my tools and armor, and so I went on a bit of a shopping spree, got myself some elytras, some rockets, some better tools and armor, all kinds of good stuff, and now I've got myself a pair of Mending Unbreaking 3 Angel Wings. I also have a Fortune 3 Efficiency 5 Unbreaking 3 Mending Pickaxe, a Silk Touch Efficiency 5 Unbreaking 3 Mending Pickaxe. I think that's really it. I put Mending on this Silk Touch shovel. I've been trying to level up some of my gear as well. The gear is kind of... It is what it is. I want to get netherite at some point, but for now, these will work pretty well. But as you can see, I have 7 diamonds left. We need to do a lot more diamond mining because our diamonds running out pretty quickly, and that's one of those things we can do in the near future. However, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap things up here for today. Hopefully, you all enjoyed. It's a bit of a recap of the last well, 6 or 7 months or so. Hoping to bring out more AfterLife episodes pretty dang soon. If you guys have watched some of the other AfterLife members, you'll know that the AfterLife server has been hit or miss in terms of activity, especially the last few months. There hasn't really been much activity at all for myself, or really many people. There's been a few here and there, but hopefully in 2023 we step up our game and bring it back. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, thank you all so much for watching today's episode. If you did enjoy today's video, hopefully you can leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it, and if you're excited for more AfterLife SMP coming soon. But anyways, folks, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.